in as much as I love her, but I have time. I don't have time for this. That's why Friday night you said you get the materials, and sometimes I send these wee hours of the morning.
Wow.
I don't know if you check the time when I send.
Yeah.
This one was 10:39 p.m.
Oh, Friday.
The 25th.
See. The act of fulfilling or thinking they were fulfilling a duty to God. Keep in mind, our obligation to help the church is our duty to God. That's why I would certainly encourage you to improve your tithings to the church.
Yep.
So they would not have bingo anymore. If you tithe enough, there'll be no. At St. Peter's, we stopped it. We have had no bingo for like 15, 18 years now. There's no bingo. Because the people were tithing.
But you have school.
The school is also actually not giving money to the church. The church is giving money to the school.
But there's
Because the budget is not enough.
They have compulsory envelope.
Giving to the
The students.
collection.
They have to go to church and they have to give their envelope as students.
There are envelopes given, yes. But again, it's,
Spanish.
no, I don't want to downplay that, but the Spanish are not that good in tithing either. It's the English speakers. That's why they're not interested in other events, but they tithe.
Oh.
That's why.
There's lots of Filipinos.
Oh, you have your bulletin. Look at the financial report.
I also have a lot of Filipinos.
Yeah, you have to maintain big collection.
We're in St. Anthony. How big a community do you have here? How much was the collection?
Oh, it's small.
It's in the bulletin.
6,000 yours?
No, they need 6,000 to maintain.
6,000, a lot of Filipinos to church.
More openly
A week.
a week.
They need.
And the actually is sometimes more than that.
We're lucky if we hit 3,000.
Really?
Right,
Yeah.
Father? We're lucky if we hit
Yeah. Our
3,000.
collection. That's why you need big goal.
That's why we have
We
bingo
will,
4 times. We have bingo 4 times a week.
Bingo is
You know
big.
what I have, one thing I can do for St. Anthony? I want to serve St. Anthony as a deacon. And I will set the people on fire. See what
Yeah,
we can
that's
do.
right. Yeah.
The same thing we do here. You know.
Bing. Okay, Father.
Hopefully we can make a difference. And
Deacon.
I already told Father Ivan, of course I will serve St. Peter's, but I don't see anything that should stop me from serving here. This is my second parish. This has turned to be my second parish. Not because of Father Day. It's because I just love the church. I want to serve the church. Of course not.
Yes. You love the people.
The poor widow, this widow was now reduced to total dependence on family or friends. She gave more because she gave herself with a heart full of surrender. That full of surrender must be highlighted.
Full surrender.
A heart full of surrender. You need that to be saved. Is there anything we can give God that He has not already given us? We can give God our trustful surrender.
Yep.
Give God our trustful surrender must be double underlined and highlighted. Remember my story on Mother Teresa? I don't want to repeat the story, but her trustful surrender to God is beyond compare.
Tomorrow worries itself.
Yes. She would give everything out, no provisions for the rest of the night. It's evening, give them all out. Let tomorrow take care of itself. Tomorrow, when they open the gates, there's a mountain of provisions.
Yep.
That's how it is. How can you question God? How can you not trust God? Just trust this. I love this. A heart full of surrender. And give God our trustful surrender. Part of our prayers is, I surrender all. That's when I raise my hand. I surrender all. It's not just, I surrender my time. I surrender my watermelon. I surrender everything. I surrender everything. And look at number 3, offering my whole life. Jesus shows the great importance of how we give. Not only what we give. What have I been saying? We have to do everything out of love. If you're doing it because someone sees you, there's no merit to that.
No reward. Even the sinners can do that.
Yes. What if you're doing something because of the reward of eternal life?
No.
Is that good?
That's a goal, right?
Isn't that what?
To have eternal life.
We're doing those things because we want.
Because we wanted to.
In other words, if there's no promise of eternal life, we won't do what we are doing.
No. We're here to have eternal life. Basically, that's first and foremost.
That's the ultimate, yeah.
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
But there's an ulterior motive.
There's no.
Where's the motive?
But it should be coming from the heart.
It's to do it out of love.
But is it out of love?
Yeah.
Be out of
If you are concerned about eternal salvation, they're connected.
Yeah.
But the prime mover must be love.
Yeah.
Love should be the prime mover, not, I don't want punishment.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. See the point?
You get you're doing it for eternal salvation, right? Because you love eternal salvation. There's love.
Yeah.
But you get a greater reward
I don't think
if it's
so.
self-love.
I don't think so.
Why do you love Tess? Or do you love
Yeah,
her?
that's right.
Of course, it's a given. It's a given. You love her. But why do you love her?
Do it without being.
Because she is fat.
Huh?
Because she is fat.
Help me, guys.
Everything.
Yeah. What choice? I have no choice.
All of a sudden, the question became difficult now.
Don't throw a curveball.
Okay, Darwin. I'll get back to you later. Tuesday. Oh, by the way, look at the end of number 3. Do I give him my whole life? Do I give God my whole life? At the tail end of number 3. Do I give God my whole life? Or you have some reservations. I'll give you 70%, but let me play with my 30%. My whole life. No reservations, no inhibitions, total openness, total transparency, no holding back. Tuesday. While some people were speaking about a temple adorned with costly stones, Jesus says, all that you see here will come when there will not be left a stone upon another stone that will not be thrown down. Why? What then will happen? What sign will there be when all these things are about to happen? For many will come in my name, saying, I am he, and the time has come. Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and insurrections, do not be terrified, for such things must happen first, but it will not immediately be the end.